Hi, it's the Rosa Vegan Gal here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some products from a company called Della Rosa, real food products. And also want to thank Judith Genihana and the rest of the team at the company for getting the products over to me. So what I'm going to do is there's products that I'm going to be making some things with, and I'm going to do one recipe today and then probably a couple others to follow in the weeks to come. But I want to talk to you a little about this company. So one of their taglines is putting heavenly sparks back into food, and their products are all USDA organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, kosher. Some are also certified kosher for Passover, and all year round, which is really nice. They have things like olive oils, sesame oils, vinegars, grape juice. They also have wines and tahini. So let me see what else I want to tell you. So all their foods, they say they're unadulterated, without pesticides. They don't use any pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, anything like that is not in their products. And like they say, junk food is junk food, and we want to stay away from those kind of things. And they've also been selling products for 30 years. And let me see what else I want to tell you. That's just the basics. So now I'm going to go through each product, but I'm going to focus on the ones that I'm actually going to be making some stuff with today. But I will show them all to you. So the tahinis they have their 100% hulled, stone ground toasted, unbleached. This is their tahini made from organic sesame seeds, chemically hulled into a paste. And they can be used for making just about anything, whether it's sweet or savory, sauces, dressings, pâtés, you name it, really, it's endless. It's a good source of protein, calcium, minerals, iron, and antioxidants. There's no additives or preservatives in here, and there's oil separation, so you would stir it before you use it. And then they also have their black sesame seed tahini, which is just a richer flavor. It's also roasted and stone ground. Also good for spreads, baking, cooking, desserts. So that's the two other tahinis, and they come in a 16-ounce container. Like I said, they're also kosher, and just so you know, a portion of their profits they go to a organization called Rescue the Children Fund to aid abused children. So that's really nice. So let me see if there's anything else to tell you about the tahini, because that's what I'm going to be focusing on, making something with them today. Let's see. So like I said, the black one is richer flavor. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. They use them for sauces, for falafel and hummus, and also sometimes there's a dessert called halava that it's made with as well. Okay, and then next thing, I'm going to talk about this another time too, but this is called their Wow, This Is It 100% organic red grape juice. Again, all the other specs that we mentioned, but I'm going to talk more in detail when I use this in another video. And this is 750 milliliters, bottled and produced and bottled in Austria. So we'll focus on that another time. And then there's 3 vinegars that I have here as well. I have their Balsamic Vinegar of Modena, which is a product of Italy, again, GMO-free, or USDA organic, OU kosher, and kosher for Passover. And this one I'm going to be focusing on. So to tell you more about this, it's produced from organic grapes from vineyards untouched by chemicals or sprays. It's fruity and sweet flavor with added hints of various spices. Is enhanced by the slow maturation process to achieve peak flavor, which takes place in organically approved oak, cherry, chestnut barrels. So it gives the organic balsamic vinegar the special taste, which is only characteristic in Modena. And it's also from grapes carefully harvested by hand and then processed following a tradition over 1,000 years of balsamic vinegar processing. And it's also the favorite of top chefs in gourmet restaurants for salads, dips, and to give special something to any dish. It's also, let's see what else I say, it's vegan. Gluten-free as well, certified organic, hand-picked, estate-grown, and low acidity. So, and then the other 2 vinegars, which I'm not going to be using today, but I will just mention them. And this, by the way, is their new label. They have a different logo that they've changed for their products. So this is their red wine vinegar, and it also comes in 6.9 ounces, and I think this one as well. And that I'll be focusing on in another video. And the final one is their white wine vinegar. You say that too fast, it becomes hard to say, right? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use the tahinis because I'm going to make kind of like a little sauce or spread, or like more of a spread. So it depends how you make when you want to use this as a base for something you're going to make. Whether it's something you want to make it thicker, or as a dressing, you want to make it thinner. So it's always better to opt on less liquid at first in it if you want to keep it thick, and then you can always add to it. So first what I'm going to do actually is, if you want just to have a nice little snack with the tahini, so first I'm going to open up the tahini. And it probably has a seal on the inside, so let's just, we'll just get that off. And it's a little oily, so just going to get off that top piece and then mix it up. So you want to have like a napkin on hand or something where you could take care of that. But I'm just going to get a chopstick here and just mix it up. That's an easy way to mix it too. Kind of mix it up from the bottom, because the bottom is where it's thicker. And the oil separation is just the tahini. It's not, there's no actual oil in here. All it is the sesame seeds. So it may take a little time. We're not going to spend too much time on that. So I'm just going to get a spoon out now. And let's see, grab a spoon here. Or a knife, it doesn't matter. So what I have here is some figs and some dates from a company called United with Earth, who I've also done videos for. And I did not mention, and I apologize, I will have a link below this video to their website, and also if I mention any other products that you might want to look into. So I'm going to take just a fig here and cut it in half, just to have a nice little snack if you're hungry. And you could put a little tahini on it. I'm just actually going to use the chopstick. You can't see it right now, but I will show it to you. So what I did was I just put a little tahini onto the fig, and you could spread it on. Excuse my fingers, they are clean. So that gives it a nice flavor as well. It gives it a sesame, like a sesame spread. I'm just doing it like that. And it has a nice flavor. And then I also have their dates, their Medjool dates. And I'm going to open one up as well, because that's a quick little snack you could just do. I'm just going to open up the date in half. Here's a date, half a date. And I'm going to put some of the tahini as well on it. And I'm going to save the black tahini for another video. So I just put a little bit of tahini in the center. We can get the other one too. So that's a really quick snack you could do for yourself if you're hungry. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make more like a spread or a pate and make a wrap. So we'll put aside this date pit and some of these other utensils I don't need right now. So you can make wraps with so many different things. You could do lettuce. You could do, what I have over here is I have coconut wraps. This is from a company called Nuco. And then you can also do Nori. Also have from Goldmine. And again, like I said, I will have links, and I've done videos of their products as well, for their products as well. You could also do Napa cabbage. I mean, it's endless what you could make wraps with. But I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the coconut wrap. And if you don't want to use the whole thing, you can use half. So I have my cutting board right here. So I can show you what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do first, before I actually take that out, is I want to make the dressing, or the, if you want to call it spread, pate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some of this tahini. I'm going to use the chopstick since it's already in it and it's easier to handle. Put some into the bowl here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of the, and I'm calling this my golden tahini pate or spread. Golden because I'm going to be adding turmeric to it. And turmeric is high in antioxidants. And then also add some ginger because I really love ginger. And then I also have some vegetables ready to go to put in. But I think I'm just going to pour this because it's not coming out quickly enough. So I wanted this to actually be thicker, so it might be a little thinner because I poured it from the top. So I probably will not be adding any water to this because it won't need it because it's thick already. So that is the tahini. Then, excuse me, I just need to rinse my hands here really quick. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the balsamic vinegar. I'll just open this up. I haven't opened it yet and I haven't actually tried it. So we'll have to take a little taste of it as well. And I don't think it says you have to shake before opening. I doubt it. Let's see if I can open this. That would be nice. Figure out how to open this. Maybe I need a knife for it. Knife might help, but I thought it would just open, but it's not. Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe now. I think I might be getting it. No, not quite yet. So pardon the, so I'm going to try to open it over here, so excuse me for just a moment. See why this is not opening. I'm trying to figure it out. That's what happens when you do a live video. Sometimes things don't always go exactly as you planned. And I wanted to not open it till I got to the video, but I can't figure this out. Isn't that strange? Can't figure out why this is not opening. Oh, there we go. It's got this gold film around it, and I used the other, it had a little part to open it. So maybe that's something to think about improving on. So it opens easier, so when people are trying to use it, there we go, I think. Yeah, it has a gold seal, and I wasn't sure if that's the actual cap or the cover. Now we got it. So you need a knife to do it. That little tab tore off, and it didn't allow me to do anything else. So that's okay. Now we got it. So give it a smell too. I like to smell things. Yeah, it has a nice smell. So I got a little cup here. I'm just pour a little in, and then you can see the color of it as well. You can see that. And I'm going to take a little taste of it just to see what I think. Oh wow, definitely got a tang to it, like vinegar. So I'm going to put some into this, into the tahini. I don't want to put too much in because it is quite tangy, and I was hoping to keep the pate or spread thick, but I don't know if it will stay very thick because I use more of the top part of the tahini because that's what was in the jar. But now I'm also going to take a little bit of turmeric, some turmeric powder. And for turmeric powder, when you use it, or fresh turmeric, you need to add some black pepper, better freshly ground, which I have here, because it helps the turmeric be more available for the body to absorb. So you just, grind some into there. So it makes the, I guess it's the curcumin, which is anti-inflammatory. So we're going to mix that in. And then I also have a little bit of ginger here too, in a container. I'm going to add that. And if you're not a ginger fan, you don't have to use it. You could use any other types of herbs or seasonings or that you like better. So now you can see it has more of a golden color. So now what I could do is I could take out my coconut wrap now, and I think I'm just going to do half of a wrap. And I have some cut up vegetables already prepared and some sprouts. You can also use the vinegar also, even as kind of like a dipping sauce too. That's another idea. So I'm going to take out my coconut wraps here. And I think, like I said, I'm just going to use half of one. I think that'll be enough for this one. Okay, so I'll just cut that in half, or tear it. You can just tear it. Easy to tear. It's pretty pliable. Okay, I'll put the other part back in here for next time. And these coconut wraps don't need to be refrigerated or anything. So, okay, so now what I'm going to do, and hopefully you could see this, so I have a bunch of vegetables over here. You can get to them, cut up. So I've got some pepper over here, some radishes over here, if you could see that, and some pea sprouts. So it's just going to be a simple wrap like that. Okay, so what I'll do first is I'm going to take that knife that I didn't use. Be easier to spread the tahini on there. The golden pate, I'm calling it. So we'll put this down somewhere. It has a nice aroma. So I'm going to put some onto the wrap here. I don't know if you could see it. This is the best I can do with my situation as far as seeing what I'm doing. So I'll show that to you. I'll kind of hold it up. So there's the tahini I put in the middle. The golden, I keep saying the tahini. It's the golden pate. And I'm putting some just in the middle part. And then it's going to be rolled up. And then what I'm going to do next is take my vegetables I have here. I'm going to take some pepper. Put them also down the center. Sorry, I can't get it that you see it. It's just the nature of this situation. I try to make it where you could see what as I'm doing it, but I'll have to just show it to you after it's laid down. So here's the vegetables laid onto the pate, and I'll lift up the coconut wrap so you can see that. You see that there? And then what I'm just going to do, and I'll hold this up, so I'm just going to roll this over all the vegetables and then just roll it completely till the end. And there you have your little wrap. And now, of course, I have to try it, right? So here goes. Very nice. And you can see some of the vegetables in there. I probably could have added a little more vinegar, but I just didn't want it to be too, get too watery. So, it does have a nice taste. Very simple, very basic. It usually doesn't take that long to make, which is nice too. So, definitely check out this company and their products, and look for some other videos coming up with some other recipes with the other products that I didn't get to today, and I will get to in the future. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rosa Vegan Gal.